Welcome back to my channel. This is Ingenious Giacomo, and today we're talking about some vacuums. Technically stray vacuums I found abandoned into, it's a bulk recycling bin. It's like a gate really, where everybody throw their stuff they don't need anymore in my community. You talk about mattress, furniture, TVs, all sorts of stuff. I always find some good stuff like bikes, television. Some were perfectly working, honestly. Some were not, but I was able to fix it. Some I just scrap them. I took the parts out of it, but some I just leave them there, you know, like the bulky one, the CRTs. But anyway, that's just my little collection of vacuum. That's probably only like 3 months. So at least once a month I find a vacuum thrown there, and sadly 90% of the time there's nothing wrong with them. Like this one, it's just dirty, so I'm gonna clean it up completely. It's just like pet's air inside, I see there. And I tested, the belt is fine, works fine. I guess they got a smaller one or something, so they dump it. The Dyson was actually okay, but it didn't run. I had to press the reset button because the Dyson, I did a little research, they have a reset button right on the bottom part of the little blade there, and you press it and it goes back to work. So the little, you know, like this whipping thing. So that I had to look it online though, I wasn't aware of it. So I went back to work, but I was so missing the canister, so I bought an extra one on eBay. That's actually the second one because the first one was lost by UPS, so I ordered a replacement and ended up having 2 canisters. I paid $20 for it, but it's still worth it considering the vacuum is worth it so much money. Was missing the accessories, but once I pressed the reset button, it's been working fine perfectly since then. This one is I think a Eureka Power Speed. Like I say, same thing, it was very dirty. I took it apart, filters, I took them apart, I cleaned the bottom, the brush, I cleaned the hose. It was pretty easy normally. I just run a vacuum through it, a wet and dry vacuum, and I suck it up. And sometimes if it's really bad, I use water. And then this one is actually a carpet cleaning, tile cleaning machine. No issue whatsoever. That was working fine since the day I found it. This one, same thing, it was abandoned because it was, I guess, pet's hair and all that. So I just used the garden hose. I took it apart, I rinsed it outside. So that's my vacuum taken apart. That's the hair was inside there, the canister. I will start by rinsing it off. I'm washing everything, you know, one piece at a time. A garden hose will do outside, honestly, you know. Luckily I have this spot, it's very easy. So that's already a big improvement. Same for the brush. And normally you got to remove those. And then of course I let it dry. There's 2, bottom part, there's the lid. This thing is pretty new, you can see from the not much sign of abuse. It was used maybe only a few times. So now we got to go inside and get the, it's a little hard with one hand. Let me take them apart and then I'll get back to you. I'm gonna clean the filter, clean the inside. So I took it apart. You know, technically this part, the filter, it goes inside here, snaps. So you got to go inside the bottom part and take it out. Then there is another filtration system. It's very similar to the Dyson, like a foam thing into the lid there. It just snaps out. So I'm gonna wash everything just to be safe. Okay, we got our vacuum taken apart and fully clean. Each piece by piece is the only way. As you can see, I washed the hose too. You know, if you put a garden hose and you kind of water there, technically just come out of the bottom here. There is really, it doesn't really go to the motor. So it come out this way. So there is no really electrical connection, any kind of sensor can be damaged. So you feel free to fully rinse it off and take all the dust and garbage out of there. So we got it here. I'm gonna put it back together for you. So technically it's pretty easy. This one snaps this way. That's the particular model, by the way. Well, it's so expensive, by the way. That goes here. There's only one end, so let me do that. It goes here, and it just snaps. And I let it dry a little more, by the way. Okay, we got it. So you push it in, like I say, and you got to twist it like clockwise. It kind of latch into place. That's the filter. It was washed pretty well, and I let it dry. Normally I like to squeeze it to remove excess water. Roller is very clean now, finally, and we got to make sure it's spinning properly, you know, with the two sides. So let's put this thing back together. There's my lid where the filter is gonna be hose on the top. You have a filter right on the top. So that's it. Then we got to flip it over and do the rest. Okay, basically the roller, and the belt is broken, I noticed, so maybe that's why I threw it out. I thought it was looking everything power on and was looking okay besides being dirty. So I ordered a new belt. The best way to buy them is probably eBay. Walmart was like $3.50, $4 each. So our vacuum is back together, and I'm just gonna wait for the filter to dry a little more, but I know for a fact it will be working. Missing the belt. The belt should be here any day, and I will replace that as soon as I get it. But it's a good, decent vacuum, and pretty much at zero cost, and now it's perfect. It's just clean, almost like brand new from the factory. It was barely used, as based on the scuff marks and all that. Thank you again for watching. This is Ingenious Giacomo, and please subscribe and thumbs up if